Welcome to some new videos. It's been a while. I've been busy at work, working a lot of overtime, which had some unexpected benefits, which we'll talk about here in a second. But we did find EARTHRISE, and we're back. I've got CLIFFJUMPER and Wheeljack in the house. I've got Grapple, Starscream, and Optimus Prime coming soon. Now, I saw Ironworks, but they brought out three. They had the Target. I've had some in the back. They brought out Wheeljack, CLIFFJUMPER, and Ironworks, and so of those three, I grabbed Wheeljack and CLIFFJUMPER. Well, I probably should have grabbed Ironworks while I was there too. But anyway, here's CLIFFJUMPER. If you hear any weird noises in the background, again, due to all the overtime I've been working lately, had some extra money. If you've been following me on Twitter, you'll know I've been tweeting some really cool stuff from Sam's Forge. Sam makes toys, Sam_makes_toys, I believe, on Twitter, who designed and 3D printed a full set of Power Master armor for Season 4 Optimus Prime from Animated. And somebody on TFW has also completely designed a 3D printed Marauder Megatron from Season 4 that turns into the jet and the tank and looks really cool. But I was looking at it. Like I said, I've been working a lot of overtime, and I figured something that would benefit both me and the whole family would be a 3D printer. So you may hear some high-pitched fans or some rant in the background quietly because I do have it running in there, printing another one of these little guys. This is just, although this one's the one I'm printing now is a little different. It's a different material. But so yeah, I've been printing stuff. I got this little baby Yoda that I printed so far. I have the files from Marauder Megatron. I just haven't started printing him yet because I need to slice them up. But it's a lot of fun. So there's a little baby Yoda. He's cute. I know that's not his real name. Here's a couple different versions of an octopus. That was Baby Yoda was just in regular gray plastic. This is glow in the dark. This little octopus glow in the dark. These are requests for family members. This one, you can see it's purple, but it's hyper color. Like it doesn't take much if you just hold it for a second. It changes from purple to pink, but I've got several colors of filament. I've got purple to pink color change. I've got green to yellow color change, which is the current Baby Yoda I'm printing. I've got blue to white color change. I've got gray. I've got green. I've got purple. And of course, I've got the glow in the dark and like regular purple, not the color change purple. And of course, I have orange because how was I not going to get orange filament? And I've actually got a little octopus like this in orange on my desk at work. Anyway, that's just what I've been doing. So you might see some cool, never before seen animated action figures here from Season 4 once I get that printer really dialed in and running well. Anyway, on to the show. That's something I bought with some overtime money, and it's been fun so far. Here, however, now that that's out of the way, is EARTHRISE CLIFFJUMPER. He is a deluxe. He's very small for a deluxe. Here he is with his weapon attached in the main vehicle weapon attachment mode with these little things on the side here. But yeah, there he is. This just is pegged into the back. We can do lots of things with this. We'll set that off to the side for now, just real quick. To do a size comparison with Bumblebee from Titan. Was it Titan's Return Bumblebee? The one that you could put a little Headmaster or Titan in. And I like the way they look together. Although this guy makes me sad that Bumblebee has those weird little hooky things on his forearms. Because I like Bumblebee's robot mode for the most part. I like his vehicle mode. I think these two guys kind of look good together. Bumblebee's a little shorter overall. But now it makes me wish we had a better Bumblebee design. So maybe we'll get one in EARTHRISE. But here's CLIFFJUMPER in vehicle mode. He's very small and wee. Before we transform him, this does, like I said, this does have some other optional configurations. So we'll go ahead and pull all of this stuff apart. And then we'll take this piece and open it up and attach it right under here into the peg hole here. And then this peg goes here, and there's two little pegs that peg in his hands back here on the back. Then each one of these, you can see there's a little slot so you know which one's going on the right way. And there's a tab right here. Go on the sides. Wait, it goes like that, or does it go like that? And I guess as long as it attaches, it doesn't really matter which way it's facing. If you want to have it facing backwards, however you want to do it. Although I guess then that one has the tab facing forward. So it looks more uniform from the front if you do it this way. But again, because there's only a tab on one side of the handle, so you have to swap sides to swap them out. And then these little things with the little tabs, again, they have a specific side because you want the tab to go on the inside so the ski ends up under the wheel. Then you can give him his little scoot around jet ski mode, if you wish. We'll go ahead and pop these apart. and get onto the transformation. Now he does parts form a little bit. This back piece comes off. A little disappointing, but all things considered, I don't mind it so much. So we'll go ahead and let's lift this up and onto there. You can see the pegs go through his hands there, which locks all this in place. Now this does have a peg you can flip out. I can get my finger on it just right there. We go. So we can hold it as a shield in robot mode, and we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, that pin's just for that. It'd be nice if some of this could fold around a little bit better, just to give him a better angle on the shield, but take that off to the side. Then you come up here, and you just, I don't remember exactly where all this stuff splits, but his arms come out. The whole front end comes up. There we go. And then you unpeg the legs from the side here. Big giant feet. Fold the wheels in like that, and you can rotate the foot down, and then this kind of plugs in. Okay, that one went in just fine. Usually even when I think I've got it lined up right, it keeps hitting one of these spokes, but just anywhere in between any of the wheels, you can, just this little tab here, it just kind of keeps the wheels from spinning. I don't think there's an official one you have to stick it between, just any of them will work. Fold the feet up, and there you go. Fold the arms out to the side, bring the waist down, like that. Rotate the whole thing around. And you see, he's got a spine in there to pivot, but rotate that around. Open up just the hood of the car, and then the roof of the car. Then the hood flips down. That folds back up, snaps into place. I guess you can. And then there's little notches here that hold his arms in place. Bring them down, and there is CLIFFJUMPER in robot mode. And on the one hand, I like that they managed to get an Autobot logo there on the hood in vehicle mode, and facing the right way in vehicle mode. But because if you put like a right side up Autobot symbol here on his chest, it would be facing, I don't know if it's necessarily the wrong way, but the way I wouldn't want to have it facing in vehicle mode. And so yeah, I would have liked an Autobot symbol on his chest here in robot mode, but I like the way they did it. Although his vehicle mode reminds me a little bit more Windcharger than CLIFFJUMPER, but what can you do? So yeah, he can hold this as a shield like this, or you can just plug it into the back here using this piece right here. You just kind of, it angles, but it just kind of sits there on his back. And I like the way he looks with that on his back. It kind of gives him a little humpback of a mini car, the Minibot, but up to you. But like I said, the only reason I put that back there is because his weapons. So you've got this little piece, which they say it's got a little like tab here. You can clip it on to his arm, and this is all the individual weapon modes. And then you just take these and you attach, plug these into the little side there as like I guess an ammo clip for the gun. And again, this is all how the instructions show you how to deal with the clip on the inside, but you're entirely welcome to configure it however you want. So then he's got a couple of guns and a little shoulder gun, and he's armed to the teeth with his weapons. And of course, because it's CLIFFJUMPER, you can take this and plug this in, move this up here to this other front piece. I'll pull this off, plug it into the back, and then give CLIFFJUMPER his big old bazooka. So he's a little small for a Deluxe. A lot of my stuff, again, because of that 3D printer, I had to clean up a lot of space, so a lot of stuff got shifted around and packed away. But there he is with Spinister, also a Deluxe. So he's very small for a Deluxe, and the gun is neat. The configurations in both robot and car mode are neat, but still feels a little, it's CLIFFJUMPER. He's a neat CLIFFJUMPER, but he just feel a little pricey for what you get at the Deluxe price point, especially when you compare him to some of the other ones in the line. And when we do Wheeljack's video review, we'll show that off. But like the variations on Deluxes, because like Hoist is almost Voyager size, and then CLIFFJUMPER is almost basic size. There's a huge amount of variation. Like all the Voyagers in the line tended to be more or less consistent, at least in War for Cybertron. Now, some of the leaders felt like Voyagers with some stuff tacked onto them. I'm looking at Astrotrain and Shockwave specifically. But yeah, like there's a lot of variations in how big these Deluxes are. So, is it worth $20? I like him. I don't know if I'd feel better with him at 16. But I mean, who would? But yeah, he's cool. And of course, because you kind of have to, here he is with Bumblebee. And again, a little bigger, like overall, like he's just bigger in proportion, but not entirely unwarranted on the shelf. Like I can picture, I can justify CLIFFJUMPER being slightly larger than Bumblebee. They look okay in robot mode together, although it really points out, like I said, these big shoulders that, I mean, if only like this panel could have like folded in maybe onto the front of the shoulder and just maybe made those upper shoulders a little better, I wouldn't be quite as down on this Bumblebee. I do like this Bumblebee. He's fun. I just, these panels always bug me. And to have such a clean, I mean, I guess he does have a big backpack and giant feet, but CLIFFJUMPER feels more like CLIFFJUMPER than this makes me think of Bumblebee. But there he is, EARTHRISE Deluxe CLIFFJUMPER. Oh, I didn't even go over posability, but although I guess, I mean, like he's got a ball jointed head, although it's a little limited in the downward mode by the chest plate. He's got dual swivel shoulders, hinge, bicep swivel, a hinge elbow. He does have wrist rotation, which is nice. He does have that waist rotation. I love that whole spine kind of moves with it. Dual hinge hips, a thigh swivel right there, single hinge knee. He does have, I guess not really front and back. It's really front and back's really only there at the knee, but he does have some ankle tilt there. But like I said, a fun little CLIFFJUMPER. I'd be happier with him if he were just a few bucks cheaper. But if you're jonesing for CLIFFJUMPER, it's nice to have an official CLIFFJUMPER in the line. And at $19 or $20, he's pushing it. But I'm enough of a fan of the character that I don't feel ripped off.